So we begin with lighting our Shabbat candles and offering Kiddush. I am thrilled to ask Tessa to lead us in our candle lighting and our Kiddush. And if you have Shabbat candles that you want to light together, I forgot to ask you during Kine Matov and our trying to get everyone online to go and get them, so you can quickly go get them. And Tessa, whenever you are ready, you can read the first reading there at the top of the screen.
Okay. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who hold them, so may we, through our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations who have kindled these lights, so may we be inspired to kindle these lights.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who makes us holy with mitzvot, who teaches us to kindle the lights of Shabbat. The heaven and the earth were finished, and all their array. On the seventh day, God finished the work that God had been doing, and God stopped on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because on that day, God ceased from all the work, the creation that God had done.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, Zikaron lema'aseh bereshit, ki hu yom techila lemikrae kodesh, zecher letziad mitzrayim, ki vanu v'chata ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים. בשבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. אמן. לחיים.
L'chaim. A great pianist was once asked by an admirer, "How do you handle the notes as well as you do?" The artist answered, "The notes I handle no better than many pianists, but the pauses between the notes, that is where the art resides." In great living, as in great music, the art may be in the pauses. Surely one of the enduring contributions which Judaism made to the art of living is Shabbat. This is our pause between the notes, and it is to Shabbat that we look to restore our lives, the sense of serenity and sanctity that it offers. And we turn now to Baruch Hu, our call to worship. I hope if you feel comfortable that you'll rise in honor of the call to worship.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam vaed.
As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha Veshinantam levanecha vedibarta bam beshivtecha bevetecha uvlechtecha vaderech uvshochbecha uvkumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha vehayu letotafot beinenecha Uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha Leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai bitem kedoshim lelohechem Ani Adonai Elohechem Asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelohim Ani Adonai Elohechem. You're muted, Rabbi.
We prepare now, thank you, Deb.
Yeah.
We prepare now for Micha Mocha, our song of redemption, our song of freedom. As we think about our song of freedom and what it means to be redeemed, I think about all of those who are not free in the many, many ways that we are not free, whether it is feeling stuck, whether it is those who are in need of redemption throughout the world. There are many ways that we still struggle. And so we continue to sing Mi Chamocha.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot, oseh peleh, Nora tehilot, oseh peleh, Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. Malchutecha ra'u v'necha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam. Ze Elianu ve'amru, Ze Elianu ve'ameru, Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai.
As we turn from Mi Chamocha, our celebration of redemption and liberation, we turn to Hashkivenu, our evening lullaby. I have always found that Hashkivenu can be meaningful and is meaningful, and it feels particularly poignant and meaningful during this time of pandemic of COVID-19. And so I share this interpretation, this creative translation. God and majesty, compassionate and forgiving are you. Protect our going forth, our coming home into life and peace from this moment till the end of time. Spread over us a sukkah filled with your peace. You who tonight are spreading a sukkah of peace over us, over all your people, over all your creatures. Before you, we spread our praise. There are so many who need a sukkah shalom, a shelter of peace, a shelter of wholeness. And so we sing Hashkivenu.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom, leshalom. Lehamidenu Malkeinu lechayim. Ufos
when I was growing up, just as all of us did, there was a different prayer book. Many of you may have grown up with the Union Prayer Book. I grew up with Gates of Prayer, which was affectionately referred to as Gates of Blue. And so there's a reading in Gates of Blue that introduced Shabbat, and it was 4 lines long. And I never really understood why there would be such a simple reading, what it could mean, and why it got edited into this particular prayer book. And the reading is, let there be joy, let there be peace, let there be light, let there be Shabbat. And it seemed simplistic. And now I feel that perhaps in these times, I understand it a little bit more, that in challenging times, in complex times, the simplicity of joy, peace, light, and Shabbat is everything. And so that's why we sing Vishamru, to remind us that holy time, that separate time, is really very, very special. So we sing Vishamru.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti leolam, oti leolam. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai, et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz, veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam.
We turned to...
I don't want to sing that again right now. Sorry.
Okay, you don't have to, Deb. We turn to the Amidah, our standing prayer, our center tefillah, in which we honor God and those who have come before us, our forefathers and foremothers, the greatness of God and the sanctity of Shabbat. If you feel comfortable, please rise.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah. האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומר חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך חוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה הכל אתה רב להושיע. מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה. ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיה הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
After we give thanks for the sanctity of this day and have honored the past, we have a moment now to be thankful, to recognize that even in the midst of all that has given us pause, all that has been difficult, all that has changed in our lives, there is so much to be grateful for. And so we take a moment, please put in the chat those things for which we are grateful, and we will sing Shalom Rav together.
Shalom Rav, O Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav, O Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech Adon, lechol hashalom. Shalom, Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Betov be'einecha levarech Amcha Yisrael, bechol עת ובכל שעה, בשלומך. Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
Even as we have so much to be grateful for, we recognize that there are so many in our lives who are in need of healing, whether it be a healing of body or a healing of spirit. And that when we lift up our prayers, we can bring to those who struggle a renewal of body, a renewal of spirit. And so as we move into our Mishaberach, our healing prayer, we again use our chat to lift up those who are in need of healing, and we sing our Mishaberach together.
Say Amen. Mishaberach imotenu mekor habracha le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
We take a moment for silent prayer, meditation, and mindfulness, and deep breathing.
Shalom bimromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu, be'al kol Yisrael, be'imru, amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, amen. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. 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 Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael.
Deb, your technology keeps biting back at you.
Oh, it's just I have a tricky trigger finger here. So
Oh, I see what it is. So this week, this week's Torah portion, and more, has a large section of it that emphasizes perfection, and the priest is described in a specific way, and the offering that the priest needs to bring to the on behalf of himself, all priests were men, and on behalf of the Israelites, needs to be perfect. And so it keeps going through really the first half of this Torah portion, and they define what's perfect. They can't have any blemishes. The priest can't have any physical blemishes. The offering has to be perfect. And I understand why the Israelites need to have what they're using to communicate with God not have any blemishes and to be really physically beautiful. I understand why they want to have everything right. In some ways, they're exhibiting their type A for all of us. And yet, in this COVID-19, in this pandemic world, the perfectionism that I'm reading in this Torah portion is really hard for me. And it's really daunting and overwhelming and exhausting. And it didn't feed my soul in the way that I often need a Torah portion to feed my soul and want it to. And at the same time, I was taught in rabbinic school, don't preach against the text. And so what do I do with that? So I went searching, and I remembered reading an article from I call it the WAPO, the Washington Post, and I went to find it. It took me a little while, but it was from April 23rd, and it was an opinion column by a professor from University of Pennsylvania, and Lisa Servan, I think her name is pronounced, and she wrote, you don't have to be great, good enough will do. And she wrote, and I'm going to quote this, I told my students the rule of thumb I'm now using to measure the success of each day, good enough. My teenage children are eating too much sugar and spending endless hours playing video games, and I'm doing little to supervise their schoolwork. My house is a mess. I'm wearing the same black leggings for 3 weeks. This concept of good enough, she actually learned from a psychologist who coined the term good enough mother, which came out of a 1953 concept. And the idea of a good enough mother is to ease pressure, both in the parent and the child. That the psychologists taught that if there's a perfect mother and there's a pressure to be a perfect child, that goes too far. And it's not possible. It's not possible for the mother, and it's not possible for the child. And it's not teaching resilience, and it's not giving the mother an opportunity to do any self-care. And this concept from 1953, good enough mother, still lives on today. And so what Professor Servan was doing was taking this concept of good enough mother and using it for the pandemic and giving it to her students that she taught every day. And for those of us who are type A's or live with or know and love type A's, this good enough is hard. It's really, really hard. It's really creating an entirely new narrative. And yet it seems like our ancient rabbis from a long time ago, they were type A's too. And they knew that what we see in this week's Torah portion was really not attainable also. And it might be that they were trying to figure out good enough even before 1953. And I want to give you this great piece of Talmud that I found today. It seems a little bit weird, so bear with me, but it's a really fantastic piece of text. Rabbi Yochanan said in the name of Rabbi Shimon ben Yehotzadik, I had to practice pronouncing that, Yehotzadik. Now that I know it, it's really fun to say. And I'm going to just read it to you, and then we're going to unpack it a little bit. One appoints a leader in the community only if he has a box full of creeping animals hanging behind him. What could that mean? What does that mean? They teach he has something inappropriate in his, or not perfect, in his ancestry that has preceded him. Why is this important? So that if he exhibits a haughty attitude, one can say, turn and look behind you and be reminded of your humble roots. Even a leader, and this was said of King David, so even a great leader of King David had creeping animals hanging behind him. He was not perfect. He was perfectly imperfect. He was good enough. And if in the Talmud, they're trying to teach us good enough is great. Great enough for King David, all the more so, is good enough for us. And so those of us who are type A, me and many whom I work with, I love you all. Good enough is good enough for all of us. The Talmud framed a situation where even leaders weren't perfect. They were good enough. And so we learn, give yourself permission, rewrite your narrative, and help yourself to say good enough is enough. Shabbat Shalom. And Deb has a song that I think is called Good Enough.
It actually is, and it's a Beth Schaefer song. It was actually written with her kids in mind, because you know how much pressure there is on kids all the time, even when there's not a pandemic, to be better and to exceed and to excel and to just keep doing better. And so she, I feel like she was not anticipating the pandemic, but boy, we need this right now. So thank you so much for sharing that. And I think this song will support that idea.
It's a rough world full of long, fast days. It's a tough world, keeping with the latest craze. Every morning brings another mountain to climb. It's a hard life, remembering all you've been taught. It's a scarred life, learning from the battles you fought. Every evening can be a restless time. You don't need to think that you're better. You need to believe that you're good enough. And you don't need to know all the answers. Just ask the questions, and that's good enough. Well, it's fine time for us to try and make our way. The rules change fast, and almost every day we can count on plans we made will likely change. In the long run, you gotta stick to what you know. Give your love for free and go with the flow. And despite bad weather, you gotta play your best game. You don't need to think that you're better. You need to believe that you're good enough. And you don't need to know all the answers. Just ask the questions, and that's good enough. Don't na na. You don't need to think that you're better. You need to believe that you're good enough. And you don't need to know all the answers. Just ask the questions, and that's good enough for me.
I feel like it's almost like she knew.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. That was beautiful. Thanks, Deb. So we turn to Aleinu. If you feel comfortable, please rise. Let us adore the ever-living God and render praise unto you, who spreads out the heavens and established the earth, whose glory is revealed in the heavens above, and whose greatness is manifest throughout the world. You are our God, there is none else.
ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
We turn now in our service to our time of remembering. There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. On this Shabbat, we remember Jack Bialaski Sr., Norman Hyams, Jacob M. Anthony, Harvey Barnard, Lucy Joseph Bing, Howard I. Bloomfield, Zelda Burwasser, Harry Cohn, Henry G. Dettelbach, Roxanne Farver, Adolf E. Goldhammer, Ray Weiskopf Goodman, Cleone Loeb Kahn, Ruth Klein, Carl Joseph Cook, S. James Lieb, Herbert Ralph Marks, Robert A. Moritz, Robert N. Orpit, Chaim Riff, Philip Rose, Richard L. Royce, Babette Sartorius Hirsch, Pearl Mark Shook, Frida Silbiger, Francis Stein, Willard R. Traub, Ira J. Weeder, Peppy Wiesenberger. Our griefs and sympathies are mingled, and together we share in the words of the mourner's Kaddish. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael, v'agala uvizman kari v'imru amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam almei almaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yithaleh v'yithalal shemei dekudisha barich hu Le'elam min kol berchata v'shirata, jushbachata v'nechamata, da'amiran bi'alma v'imru, amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shamaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, huya aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and give comfort to all who are bereaved. And let us say together, amen.
Amen.
Deb, what should we sing?
Well, regardless of the fact that there has been snow outside today, I think it's still a beautiful day. So I'd like to do Ma Yafeh Hayom, how lovely today is, and a Shabbat Shalom.
Well, what's lovely about today is us being together and that it is Shabbat.
Absolutely.
Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May the light of God's presence shine upon you and be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom v'yasem lecha shalom.
May God lift up each one of us, and may God bring us shalom, peace, and wholeness. Amen. Shabbat shalom.
Amen. Shabbat Shalom.
Deb, should we offer a motzi?
Let's do that. I have my representative, bread from the earth here.
So I have this beautiful challah cover that is Ethiopian. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to move my screen a little. This
I love the
Ethiopian
colors.
challah cover and a challah that Charlie.
Oh, she froze. That Charlie made,
No, he
I'm
said
sure.
no. Yes,
Yes.
Charlie made it, but
It's
he won't come
beautiful.
see us.
All right, here we go. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our prayer is humbly said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. B'te'avon.